Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. While I sort myself out here, I okay. Let me start again. So the title bar reads, okay, Commonwealth, Tricks and Traps Students and Creating Councils. What I will be doing is I'll be teaching my Tricks and Traps University students how to form councils. Okay, and the reason why that is because the the Commonwealth, as you know it, under the principalities, have been broken up, and I broke that up as well as the timelines because I broke their bureaucratic mechanism that they use. Because of that, each one of those countries would just simply revert back to becoming a republic. Full stop. Now, each one of my sentences carries 10, 15 years of research and so on and so forth, but I lack the adjectives to put the coloring in, so I don't want to. But essentially, these republics are ignorant as to how these things work, and they get themselves also very confused about democracy and a republic. So let me just clarify a few things. A republic is not a democracy. A republic, even though in passe, under David Wayne Miller's technology, it means no public. It's a negative state of condition, but the passe basically means that you are not an actor. Okay? So you folks need to form yourself into councils, and councils are not democratic. All right? Democracy is the very opposite of what a republic is. This includes the states of the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and so on and so forth. So I will be training my Tricks and Traps University students on how these councils work, the necessary paperwork for it. And for those ones that want to take it up, my Tricks and Traps university students, is that I will be giving them the ability to teach that to other people under my supervision, of course. And they'll be all in what we consider to be in the public. They'll be on my website. And of course, if they mess up, I'll help them out. But if they lie and cheat, as people can do, I'll just simply strike them out in the public. So those safety mechanisms are in place. What I'm just basically said to you is that I'm fully engaging this entire planet, this globe, this earth, in every which way I can to aid it through my Federal Postal Court system, as well as my Tricks and Traps University students. Not all of them will have a calling to do that, but for those ones that want to, I'll be training them on how to do that for the rest of the world. Now, you folks do need to compensate them, okay? Which means if, say, Jamaica wants to come to them, you need to compensate those people that are going to be responsible in training them, training you folks to do what you need to do. This includes Canada, the various so-called provinces, and the United States as well. And they'll be under my supervision as well as the other judges and the clerks. Okay? Full stop. So if I have not made it, if I need to make it more clearer, let me explain it this way. The Commonwealth is ceased to exist because of the timeline have run out, as well as the possibility of a renewal through the platinum crown, as it were, is not going to take place because I've broken the bureaucracy on that. You see, what runs a system is a bureaucracy. You smash a system, you smash the bureaucracy, it becomes null and void. Okay? that is that. And I'm training my Tricks and Traps university students as part of a curriculum on how to set up councils, the necessary paperwork, the bureaucracies to run that. And for those students that have a calling to teach it to the world, as it were, I will be endorsing them through interviews, live event interviews, as well as putting them on my website. And for the people that are coming for that training, it needs to be nation-based or province-based or state-based, okay? You need to compensate them for that. What that means is that don't ask people to do things for free, okay? Nobody values anything that is done for free, full stop. Now, I did do this like 5-6 years ago, but it was sabotaged by my driver, who turned out to be, a pathological narcissist. Never actually had a job in his life, not a single qualification, nothing. Convinced me, rather, so I have to take responsibility that he's nothing more than a victim. He's got no friends. So, me being what I am was courteous to him. And I created that council to help this buffoon. Where is he? This buffoon here, in the situations that he kept getting himself into. This is my stupidity, which I will not be repeating, because I will be totally and utterly ruthless with anybody that tries to thwart what I have done. Okay? Now, I'll show you the one that, where is he? He is actually a complete and utter, bum. Okay, but they get through because those days I didn't know how to discriminate on who is the correct people and who is not. So it's this one here, okay? I created all the paperwork and all that sort of stuff, and he went and told everybody he did it. And people actually believed it. And of course, they are incapable of doing anything with it. It's because they are totally incompetent. It's like, your neighbor that has a Ferrari or a Porsche, whatever it is, it gets stolen and the thief joyrides it until the petrol runs out and he dumps it. And you ask him, well, why did you dump a perfectly good car when you can joyride it by putting more petrol in? And the answer is, well, I don't have enough money to put petrol into the car that I stole. So after it runs out, I have to dump it. This is what these freakish people are, yeah? So you folks understand, okay, how these systems work. So I'm in a much, much more stronger frame of mind. And as a result, people coming to us for the various types of things will be tested for psychopathy and narcissism. And of course, you will be on public record. That is that. Now, next subject is, and you need to look out for this, is that I will be inviting, for those people that want to become friends of the Federal Postal Court, the mechanism to do that. And I'll be doing it live, okay, but not this week, perhaps in 3 weeks' time. It's a powerful technique, and I'm going to show you how that happens. And that's a prelude to my Tricks and Traps students being taught how to form councils. Okay, and councils are not democracies. You've got to understand this. A republic is not a democracy. It never has been. Democracy is a corporate instrument. A council is the bureaucratic workings of men and women, what they call People's Council. All right, that's what that is. So, massive subjects which I've just reeled off the back of my tongue without the colourful language that normally would go with these things, because I don't have that kind of, poetic way of expressing these things, yeah. It is what it is, and this is what is going to happen, okay? Now, from the 1st of April, or from the 2nd of April, the Federal Postal Court staff, that is my staff, will be on holiday. So any emails that we receive, it'll automatically will be about a week's behind. So I'm just letting you guys know. So if you don't hear anything from me, please don't go ringing the police like George did, who does the auditing in this part of the world. He told him that, if you don't go and check if he's okay, I'm not leaving. So they came running to my door thinking something has happened to me, and they were satisfied, and, he left and that sort of stuff. So look, guys, nothing's going to happen to me, okay? And if it does, it doesn't matter, because this face has already transmitted so much knowledge and trained so many people. If I do disappear or decide not to wake up one morning, it doesn't matter, because there are quite literally dozens of people that I've trained to do what I do. That includes all the people on my website and so on and so forth. Okay, so thank you, George, for doing that for me. It really is heartfelt. But please remember, this is East London, and the East London police are extremely busy because the crime rate is so high in this part of the world. I know it's hard for the Americans to understand this, but when the sun goes down in this part of the world, it's a different environment. As some of my African students would put it, it's a different jungle. It's no longer an African jungle. It's like a jungle from the Amazon regions, where you got totally new predators and new victims and predations taking place. Okay, so if I miss any live stream, it's probably because I'm completely knackered and fell asleep or something. Alpa, beg your pardon, just told me the reason why you guys were concerned is because apparently I missed the live transmission at 8 o'clock. I got confused with the live transmission with the training program that I was holding at 10 p.m. For my service processors. Yes, sorry about that, But other than that, thank you very much. And do prepare for that. And I'll be seeing you folks on Thursday at, I think I said 10:30 p.m. UK time. Remember, the times have gone forward. Okay, I think they're back in maritime time, under the Greenwich Mean Time, I beg your pardon. So that's what that is. And please also remember, some of the states in the United States have said enough of this nonsense with time changing, from maritime time to corporate time. Like the corporate time in this country is called United Kingdom, which is a corporate instrument. And they do that to take dominance over the corporate time, over the dominance of maritime, because maritime is consistent all over the world. As you folks know, there is only one law on this planet, and that's in maritime. That's why David Wayne Miller chose that conduit, because that area is where the law is very clearly defined. Why? Because two vessels, which might be you, me, or a spaceship, or a yacht, or a tanker, needs to safely pass each other without colliding. Because this is not a collision sport. This is not a contact mechanism. If two vessels collide, there's going to be damage. And if those vessels are large, it's going to be a lot of damage. Like a boxer is a vessel. If he collides with you, with his fist across your jaw, you're not going to have very much of a jaw. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why the maritime system is the only conduit that actually has laws. Anyway, that is that. I look forward to training you guys live on YouTube. You need to email me for that. And if you email me, you must come. If you don't come, I'll just delete your email and you will have nothing else to do with me. Yes, there are reasons why you might not turn up, but you have to let me know, and you have to let your fellow man and women know. Don't just not turn up, okay? Because in this corona period, we're not going to accept it. Look, the coronation, which is another word for corona, which is another word for coroner, which is another word for crown, has respected all of this. Even in their confused state of mind, they've respected it. So it's not that much to ask you folks to keep a check on yourself, because it is men and women that are betraying and not codependents and dependents. Yeah, the purpose of all of this is to be autonomous. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time. Bye-bye.